Hello everyone, this is Mark again. Welcome back to the flying portion of the V3 rating tutorial. We're on the west ramp at John Wayne Airport in a Cessna Skymaster, a light twin aircraft that I really like for these tutorials because it's fast but still very similar in layout to the less complex Cessna training aircraft. I'll keep an overlay of ForeFlight up for most of the flight, and I've got a course plotted that uses waypoints which work quite well for the V3 rating, but I'll actually be navigating using VORs and PilotEdge. In particular, I do not expect to track the plotted course line from John Wayne to the Long Beach Harbor because we'll be under positive control while we're inside the John Wayne Charlie. It's only after we're released to our own navigation that we can turn towards the Long Beach Harbor and the WILMA intersection. From that point on, though, we should be pretty much right on the plotted course. I've got the nav radios set for the Los Angeles VOR and the OBS tuned to the 123 radial. I've already listened to the ATIS. The comm radios are set for the first two frequencies that we'll need, which are clearance delivery and then ground control. And we're otherwise set to go. So let's give John Wayne Clearance a call for our departure instructions and get underway. John Wayne Clearance Delivery, Skymaster 7570 Mike.
Skyhawk 73 Foxtrot, Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Echo Bravo. Skymaster 757 Mike, John Wayne clearance, go ahead.
Clearance, Skymaster 7570 Mike. We'd like a northwest departure with flight following and a coastal route transition through the LAX Bravo.
Skymaster 70 Mike, on departure, fly heading 220, maintain VFR at or below 2,400 until advised. Departure frequency, departure frequency 127.2, squawk 6756.
After departure, fly heading 220, maintain VFR at or below 2,400 till advised. Departure 127.2, squawk 6756 for 70 Mike.
Skymaster 70 Mike, read back correct.
Okay, initial heading of 220, 2,400 feet, 6756 for our squawk code. Let's get that dialed in. Okay, 6756, that's set. Let's switch over to ground and let them know we're ready to taxi. Get the tower dialed in, which will be our next frequency. Okay, that's set. John Wayne ground, Skymaster 7570 Mike, west ramp with information Charlie, ready for taxi.
Skymaster 7570 Mike, John Wayne ground, runway 19 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo, Kilo.
Taxi to 19 right at Kilo via Bravo, Kilo, 70 Mike, thank you. Hey, notice he gave us a intersectional departure. We're going to not be using the full length of the runway, but only by a little bit. If you're familiar with the John Wayne Airport here, you'll remember that Kilo is just before Lima. Lima is the full length of the runway. With this airplane, we do not need anywhere near like the full length, so a Kilo intersection departure is just fine. Here's Kilo.
John Wayne ground, Cessna 172 Echo Foxtrot.
Cessna 172 Echo Foxtrot, John Wayne ground, go ahead.
172 Echo Foxtrot request VFR advisories to Ontario.
Cessna 172 Echo Foxtrot, clearance on request.
Switch over to the tower frequency and get departure dialed in on our standby now. Quick look at the departure corridor. Looks good. Squawk is set. And our quick departure briefing. After departure, we're going to fly a heading of 220, which is already set on the heading bug. That's just a slight right turn. We'll be climbing to 2,400 feet until they tell us we can climb higher. Let's go ahead and give the tower a call. John Wayne Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, 19er right at Kilo, ready for departure.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, John Wayne Tower, good evening, runway 19er right at Kilo, clear for takeoff, wind 220 at 8.
Clear for takeoff, 19er right from Kilo. Thanks for the wind check, 7 Sierra Mike. Okay, get our lights on. Another quick look. Okay, looks good.
Cessna 73 Foxtrot, contact SoCal departure.
And here we go.
Cessna 73 Foxtrot, contact SoCal departure.
Positive rate on 150 feet, gear up. 150 feet requirement on a Cessna Skymaster is a bit unique because the gear doors create such drag it's not safe to put the gear up below 150 feet or more of altitude.
Skymaster 70 Mike, radar contact, say altitude pass.
70 Mike is 1,200, climbing 2,400.
Skymaster 70 Mike, roger.
Okay, we've just completed our climb checklist. We're at 24 inches of manifold pressure, 2,500 RPM, and fuel flow has been adjusted to about 7.8, which is actually 78 pounds per hour.
Master 7 Sierra Mike, contact SoCal departure 127.2.
Over to departure, 127.2, 7 Sierra Mike. SoCal departure, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, 2,300 for 2,400.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, SoCal departure, resume navigation, VFR climb approved.
Resume on navigation and VFR climb approved to 6,500, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks. When I say I'm climbing to 6,500 to the controller, that was purely advisory. He did not clear me to that altitude, and nor was it appropriate for him to do so since I'm VFR. So we generally know we're heading to the WILMA intersection, which is on the sort of west side or east side of the Long Beach Harbor. Just kind of get our nose pointed in that direction for now. This is the Long Beach Harbor here with the Palos Verdes Peninsula just off to the left of it. Now, it may look right now like the CDI needles are conflicting. One is showing that we are left of course, and one is showing we're right of course. That's because the left one is actually slaved to a GPS receiver right now. If I switch it over so that it's looking at the VOR, you'll see that the two VOR CDI needles are now in agreement. That is the Los Angeles 123 radial, which will be a course of 303 degrees. And we are still east of it and moving towards it at a fairly shallow intercept angle right now. It's not at all critical that we are on that radial until we reach the Long Beach Harbor and are abeam the Vincent Thomas Bridge.
Number 7570 Mike, cleared through the LAX Class Bravo airspace via the coastal route, maintain VFR 6500, LA altimeter 29885.
Skymaster 7570 Mike, cleared to the Los Angeles Bravo via the coastal route 6500, will maintain VFR, and altimeter was 85, did you say?
Affirmative.
70 Mike, thanks. Oh, that's a good deal. We got our Bravo clearance very early, which is great. Don't have to worry about it now. And we've got a little bit of needle motion now on the Los Angeles 123 radial. There's our cruise altitude. We're coming up on it. 6,500 feet. And we're creeping closer to the Los Angeles radial we need. That's the Torrance Airport right directly off of our nose, or almost directly. We'll be landing back there in a little while after we've finished both of the transitions.
Just a 73 Foxtrot VFR traffic, 1 o'clock, 2 miles southbound, 5,200 indicated. Contact SoCal approach 135.4.
There's our radial now.
Skyhawk 73 Foxtrot, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
SoCal departure Cessna or Skyhawk 17 Toka Foxtrot with you at 2,400.
Skyhawk 172 Echo Foxtrot, SoCal departure, roger, resume navigation, VFR climb approved.
On navigation, VFR set 2 Echo Foxtrot.
November 9er 373 Foxtrot, SoCal approach. Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, change my frequency 134.9er.
Over to your frequency on 134.9 or 70 Mike. SoCal approach, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike made the switch.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, roger.
That particular phraseology occurs when the controller is handling more than one frequency and wants you to change over to the one that sometimes a different controller would be responsible for. In that case, it's not necessary to check in with your altitude as you would if you had actually changed frequencies to a new controller, because he knows where you are. So instead of checking in with something like 757 Sierra Mike level 6500, which would be a normal check-in, we just simply tell him we made the switch to his frequency as he requested us to. About 5 miles to the Los Angeles VOR, according to our DME. There's the Palos Verdes Peninsula slipping behind us now. And that is Hollywood Park, which is one of the reference points for the Hollywood Park transition. Just about to the Los Angeles VOR, where we'll make a slight right turn. And that tone we just heard there was the middle marker for the runway 7 complex. I turned off the marker tone because we would have heard it again as we crossed over the runway 6 complex, that we would have heard their middle marker. Note that our CDI is showing us not quite centered on the 323 radial, even though we're flying a heading of 323 now. That's very common when you're so close to the VORs. They're very sensitive, and it's just it's sort of a fruitless effort to try to chase them. We just fly the heading and let them, as you get a mile or so away from the VOR, it's much easier to get centered on it again.
Skyk 9373 Foxtrot, SoCal approach, out of here.
Here's a little sidebar while we're just flying straight and level. Some of you may not be familiar yet with this instrument, which is called a horizontal situation indicator, or just HSI. It combines a VOR receiver and a directional gyro into a single instrument. The arrowhead and tail represent our selected course, and the central line segment shows that the course line we've selected is actually off to our right. We'd fly towards that line to fix the deviation, just as we'd fly towards the needle deflection of a traditional CDI, like this one. And an HSI also provides a glide slope indicator for flying an ILS approach. And this little red flag over here, red and white striped flag over on the left, indicates that there is no glide slope being received right now. HSIs are great because they save you from an instrument scan perspective. They save you one piece of instrumentation that you don't have to scan. Your heading and your VOR course are all displayed in the same place. Because we have flight following active without an actual advertised destination that they know about yet, we've created a bit of a mystery for approach control. What the heck should they do with this when we exit the Bravo on the north? Well, in the absence of any additional information from us, they're just going to terminate radar services as soon as we're clear of the Bravo and ask us to squawk a VFR. So let's help them out by making a request for continued flight following and tell them our intentions for returning through the Bravo to Torrance Airport. SoCal approach, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, request.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, go ahead.
SoCal, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, we'd like to hold on to flight following as we exit the Bravo. We'll be maneuvering over the valley for a return through the mini route and then landing Torrance.
Clear 757 Sierra Mike, roger. Contact SoCal approach 134.2.
SoCal approach on 134.2, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks. SoCal approach, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, level 6,500.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, SoCal approach, roger. Exiting Class Bravo airspace, maintain VFR, the Burbank altimeter 2982.
Out of the Bravo airspace, maintain VFR, 7 Sierra Mike. Go ahead and start down to 3,500 feet for our return altitude now. When you have flight following active, it's always a good idea to advise ATC when you make a VFR altitude change. So let's do that. Let's let them know what we're going to do. SoCal approach, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, out of 6,500 for 3,500. We'll be making a descending left turn.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, roger.
Okay, while we are making our descent now, let's go ahead and get set up for our return to Santa Monica. We have already dialed in the Santa Monica VOR since now we're not required to fly any heading because we're out of the Bravo, so we'll just, if you're using the autopilot, which I am right now, I've got heading mode set to hold this current heading. I'll flip over to the Santa Monica VOR on our primary, and we'll get the 128 degree radial dialed in. Got plenty of time to do that now. There's no reason to be rushing for it later. This is the West San Fernando Valley. I actually grew up here as a kid. And did my primary flight training right there at the Van Nuys Airport. That green area just out the left window here is Chatsworth Park. That's where the name for the CHATY intersection comes from. Piece of trivia that you absolutely didn't need to know. get the ATIS frequency for Torrance dialed in on our standby, 125.6. Remember that we cannot switch over to that frequency to listen until we have permission to do it from ATC, which we'll ask for in just a minute. We're now intercepting the Santa Monica 128 radial. SoCal approach, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike. Can we have a frequency change to listen to the Torrance ATIS, and then we'll call Torrance Santa Monica Tower afterwards?
For 757 Sierra Mike, roger, maintain your current beacon code, radar service terminated, and contact Santa Monica Tower.
7 Sierra Mike, frequency change approved, thanks.
Torrance airport information, Whiskey 00000, wind calm, visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition, few clouds at 5,700. Temperature 152.5, altimeter 2992, ILS. Runway 29er, right and visual. Runway 29er, left in use. Landing and departing runway 29er, right and runway 29er, left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Whiskey. Torrance airport information, Whiskey.
Okay, information Whiskey is current. There's our radial for Santa Monica Airport, the 128 radial. Just double check we've got that, yep. Okay, we're about 7 miles from Santa Monica. We'll go ahead and give them a call. Santa Monica Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, about 7 miles northwest. We'd like the mini-rib transition through the Los Angeles Bravo.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Santa Monica Tower. Shoot to the Santa Monica VOR. Join the mini route southbound. Maintain VFR at 2,500. Remain outside Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace until advised by LA Tower. Contact LA Tower 119.8 over the Santa Monica VOR.
7 Sierra Mike, direct to the Santa Monica VOR, and then contact Los Angeles Tower on 119.8, and we'll stay clear of the Bravo till we're cleared in by Los Angeles. Thanks. Let's get down to 2500.
Mr. 7 Sierra Mike in the Santa Monica altimeter 2984.
84, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks. Okay, we've got Los Angeles Tower dialed in. We'll give them a call over the Santa Monica VOR and expect our Bravo clearance at that point. For this transition, the Bravo itself is very skinny, if you remember from the Part 1 briefing. This is the narrowest part. We're going right over the airport. There's our altitude, 2500. Just a couple miles now from the VOR, according to our DME. There's the Santa Monica Airport. Los Angeles Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Santa Monica VOR on the mini route.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Los Angeles Tower ident, Los Angeles altimeter 2984.
Altimeter 2984 for 7 Sierra Mike.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, critical contact 4 miles northwest of the Los Angeles VOR. Report through Los Angeles Class Bravo airspace via the mini route southbound. Report overhead the tower.
7 Sierra Mike, cleared to the Bravo airspace via the mini route. Report over the tower, 7 Sierra Mike.
So it's a 90373 Foxtrot, Ontario Tower. Enter left, base runway 26 left.
Also got the Hawthorne Tower dialed in case we get handed over to Hawthorne, which we should as we exit the Bravo. That's on 121.1. That's dialed into my standby now. Next up after that will be Torrance Tower. Which is 124.0. Los Angeles Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, over the tower.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, roger. Radar service terminated. Contact Hawthorne Tower 121.1.
Hawthorne Tower on 121.1 for 7 Sierra Mike, thank you. Hawthorne Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, about to exit the Bravo, landing Torrance.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Hawthorne Tower, transition approved. Hawthorne altimeter 2983.
83, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks. We've got Hawthorne Tower in the dialed into our backup here. We're approaching our visual reporting point, which is VPLSR, the Hawthorne and 405 freeways.
This is the 7-3 Foxtrot, Ontario Tower.
Go ahead and start down to 1,100 feet.
This is the 7-3 Foxtrot, yes sir. Just be advised, SoCal has been looking for you for about 5 or 10 minutes. For future reference, you shouldn't leave your frequency unless he gives you a frequency change.
Torrance Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike of Hawthorne and 405 freeways, inbound for landing with Whiskey.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Torrance Tower, enter right, down on runway 29 right, Torrance altimeter 2985.
Right downwind for 29er right, and 29er, got the altimeter, 7 Sierra Mike.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, report midfield, down on.
Midfield, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks.
This is a 7-3 Foxtrot, runway 26 left, clear to land, wind
Laps 10.
240 at Niner, gust 16. This is a 7-3 Foxtrot, roger, runway 26 left, cleared touch and go, make left, close traffic, report midfield each time.
Gear down. Torrance Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, midfield.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, runway 29 right, clear to land, wind 290 at 15.
Clear to land, 29 right, 7 Sierra Mike, thank you. Flaps 20. Pre-landing checklist. Got prop and mixture forward. Flaps are set. Gear down and locked. Before landing checklist complete.
Cessna 73 Foxtrot, runway 26 left, clear for the option. Wind 240 at 9er, gust 16. Cessna 290 Brown Tower, runway 26 left, clear for takeoff. Wind 260 at 7 left, close traffic approved. Report midfield downwind each time.
Torrance Tower, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, clear of runway 29 right.
Skymaster 7 Sierra Mike, contacts ground 120.9er.
120.9er, thanks. Torrance ground, Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, off 29er right at Charlie.
Skymaster 757 Sierra Mike, Torrance ground, taxi to parking via Charlie Alpha, cross runway 29er approach end, or departure end.
Taxi to parking via Charlie, 7 Sierra Mike, thanks, and have a good day. And that wraps it up for a typical V3 rating flight. As you saw, there's lots of frequency changes and handoffs that occur during this rating, and indeed, that's probably the most complicated part, since the navigation is really pretty straightforward. After completing this rating, you'll be ready to start the instrument rating challenges. So now that you've seen how this one's done, go ahead and give the V3 rating a try yourself. As always, have fun on PilotEdge.